She claimed her Air Force pilot husband was suicidal and that he held her hand and forced her to shoot him in the head. Now police say her story and the evidence just didn't add up to suicide. She was arrested today for murder. News 13's Amanda Goodman has the story. Amanda.
Jessica, Amy Herrera has said since that July night her husband Marc made her shoot him. But according to the arrest warrant last month, she confessed to a friend that's not what happened at all.
They were a very quiet couple. They said hello when I saw them. You know, she would go to work, he would go to work, come home.
To neighbors, Marc and Amy Herrera seemed like an average husband and wife. They had a couple of dogs and even hosted an exchange student in their far northeast Albuquerque home.
Never heard him yelling, never, any noise around the house or the backyard.
But on July 1st, that all changed when Amy claims Marc, a 37-year-old Air Force pilot, made her shoot him. He died on their closet floor.
When the incident happened with him, I went out to see if I could help. I never even heard the gunshot or any noise at all.
Amy told police Marc was upset that night, telling her he had nothing to live for and that he put the gun in his mouth and forced her to pull the trigger. Marc's family did not believe he would kill himself. A month after his death, medical examiners ruled Herrera had been murdered, and police started investigating his 30-year-old widow.
I want them to do their job, and I pray that they're doing it well.
Today, Amy Herrera was charged with her husband's murder. According to court documents, the arrest comes after Amy told a friend she needed to tell the truth about what happened the night Marc died, going on to say, quote, "I shot him," and that he didn't make her pull the trigger, saying, quote, "No, I killed him."
I would never in my wildest dreams expect her to do that type of thing. She just didn't seem to be of that nature.
Police say Amy's explanation of what happened that night just does not jive with the evidence. Detectives say the way she claimed the gun was fired and the position they were in did not match up with Marc's injuries. Just back to you.
Okay, Amanda, Amy Herrera has already collected about $100,000 from the military from her husband's death and could receive another $400,000 in life insurance. Police have not given a motive for the murder.